Jesus Christ said, "I am the way, the truth and the life. No one comes to the Father except through me." We're in North London now. We're standing outside the back end of Alexandra Palace. This is part of this building that most people never get to see. Now we're going to take you on a guided tour of this building. We're convinced that this building is a celebration of the return of the demon angels who came to the earth, as mentioned in Genesis 6, and took the women of the earth, had children with them, and these children became great giants and wreaked havoc on this earth. Now if you look behind me, I'll start taking you through this. You'll see a large red disc, and around it there is a white disc, and in the middle there is another small grey disc. I believe that this depicts the eclipse of the planet Nibiru passing between the sun and the earth, and this is a celebration of that event. Above it also you will see a six-pointed star which has been damaged on the building here, on this side of the building. However, look carefully and you'll see that it seems to have wings on each side, again depicting the winged disc, and the six-pointed star, which is a representation of Satan. Now this whole building is steeped in this kind of symbolism all the way around, and we're going to take you on a guided tour of this and also show you a couple of other things which were not built into the building but were put in recently, which may make your hair stand on end. Enjoy the tour. First of all, let's take a look at the back of Alexandra Palace. As you can see, it seems that some of the building has been deliberately defaced. The six-pointed star in the middle at the top has been removed. However, you can see the framework, so clearly it was there, and there is another depiction exactly like this, undamaged, on the other side of the building, which I'll show you later. And also the grey circle, that appears to have had something removed from it too. Now the interesting thing is this: Nibiru is allegedly 8 times the size of the planet Earth, and the red disc you see there is 8 times the size of the grey disc. So I'm going to superimpose a couple of pictures onto this so you can see what I mean. First of all, let's add the six-pointed star taken from the other side of the building and put it where it belongs, and also enhance the wings. Secondly, let's superimpose a picture of the Earth over the grey circle. Now it's beginning to take shape. If we take a closer look, you can see that the balcony beneath the circles is made up of hexagons, all in a row, and they look like X's, depicting the planet of the crossing. This is the reason why I believe that this building is a celebration of the eclipse that will happen when Nibiru passes between the Earth and the Sun. Here at the front of Alexandra Palace, you can see behind me, there is a very large circle in the centre of the building there, with a fantastic design. Now this design is made up of triangles. There's loads and loads of triangles. It's a symbol of the sun. And directly smack bang in the middle is another depiction of the eclipse that Nibiru will cause when it passes between the sun and the earth. Above that, you'll see a six-pointed star. Now, that six-pointed star has 6 rods, 6 points on the star, and 6 crescents. Well, that's 6, 6, 6. And that six-pointed star is in a circle, and it has wings on it again, as you can see. So again, it's a depiction of the winged planet. And at the very summit of the pyramid there, at Alexandra Palace, you can see an angel. There's a problem though. That angel is female. There is no such depiction of any such being as a female angel mentioned anywhere in the Holy Scriptures. And in fact, females was the very reason that the demon angels came to earth, to take the human females and to have sex with them because they lusted after them. And that depiction is in Genesis 6, and it's further clarified in the book of Enoch. Now that angel at the top there has a bundle of wheat next to her feet on her right hand side. And on her left hand side she has the horn of plenty. Now in her right hand she has a disc, and she's holding it in a very special way. She's holding it so that her forefinger and her little finger are sticking out, which is a salute of Satan. And she's holding that disc to show it's the horn disc, the flying disc. That's the names that are given to Nibiru as well. Planet X, the planet of the crossing. And with her other hand she's making a sign. Now that sign seems to be similar to many of the signs, hand signals, which are done in many icons in churches, particularly in Orthodox churches. However, please remember that the Holy Scripture speaks about he who presses with the foot, winks with the eye and signals with the fingers is planning evil. Now from the front of Alexandra Palace, looking directly up at the flying disc, the all-seeing eye, if we scan the camera around, you will find that the all-seeing eye is actually looking straight over all of London. You can see the best part of London from there, and that's where the all-seeing eye is looking from, and that's also where the angel's standing over, watching us. Okay, now we're standing outside Alexandra Palace ice rink, and as you can see directly above my head is a symbol of the winged planet Nibiru, again right in the middle of a pyramid, which can also be seen as the Eye of Horus, the all-seeing eye, the eye of the devil, depicting the Watchers. But it's definitely a depiction of the winged planet Nibiru. The whole of Alexandra Palace is surrounded by winged symbolism, and the fencing that surrounds the entire area is of no exception. Look at this, and this goes all the way around Alexandra Palace. Also here at the Palm Court entrance of Alexandra Palace, as you can see at the top, there's an Eye of Horus, which can also be interpreted as the winged disc, and on each side there's the curled ram's horns. On the left hand side, and moving over to the right hand side we see the same thing once again. Again, all of these things being depictions of Satan. And in the middle we have a sun symbol, and once again the winged disc, Nibiru.